And this episode is brought to you by this amazing random dancer at Washington Square Park. There we go.
What's up, guys? It's Ben and James here with another episode of What's Up New York.
Today, we're giving you a local's guide to New York City, from lunch spots to boozing in Bushwick.
Here are some of the places you must go when visiting the Big Apple that aren't the typical tourist spots. It's more of our local hangout, you know?
Let's get started.
Many New Yorkers love to start their day with some exercise, and there's nothing like running or biking down by the water. People forget Manhattan is an island, and only real New Yorkers take advantage of the early morning workout along the Hudson, with the beautiful view of the city skyline. There's a ton happening at Pier 40 Hudson River Park all day long. It's a former marine terminal west of Hudson Street, which now houses a full sports complex. There are 5 athletic fields at Pier 40. It's open from 6 a.m. to midnight. You can play recreational and organized soccer, baseball, football, rugby, and lacrosse. There's even an indoor field as well that you can enjoy all season long. You can also go rowing off of Pier 40. The boats you'll see around Pier 40 used to be made for transportation of goods into Manhattan. And if you're a daredevil, head over to the rooftop for Pier 40's Trapeze School. It's actually the only outdoor trapeze school in Manhattan where you can fly high above the city skyscrapers and look down at the skyline.
You're not a real New Yorker until you stop by a food truck for a quick bite in between meetings. And one of our favorites is the halal truck outside Radio City Music Hall called Adele's. What you may not know is these food trucks go through a strict permitting process through the city. Make sure you stop by Adele's and support your local business. This is lamb over rice, white sauce, red sauce, green sauce, spicy rice. Let's take a look at that bite. Ever since the first bite, this has been the halal cart that has been my go-to, where I take friends and families visiting the city.
But this is good. The sauce is there, the rice is spicy, the lamb tastes like real lamb. It's not, kind of like gummy, it's tender. It tastes like a step up your normal halal truck. That's my opinion. So we're here on the Upper East Side at one of my favorite establishments on the corner of Lexington and 83rd Street, the Lexington Candy Shop. And we're about to have one of the best malteds in New York City, right here. If you're in need of a pick-me-up, let's head uptown to get a sweet sugar rush. 3 blocks from the Metropolitan Museum of Art is the Lexington Candy Shop. As the great Ferris Bueller said, if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. And Ferris was on to something. Tourists may miss out on a landmark on their way to the Met. The Lexington Candy Shop is a traditional shop on 83rd and Lex where you can savor anything from old-fashioned candies to milkshakes to ice cream sundaes. Their motto is, life is short, order dessert first. Honestly, we couldn't agree more. The Lexington Candy Shop is also a great place to start your day if you're looking for a savory pancake or French toast, or even the Lexington Special. It's unbelievable. The shop goes back. It was founded in 1925 and maintains many of the original features of the New York City luncheonette. It's so rich. It's light, but it's thick. That's the malted. You could taste it. It's very good. It's addictive. This is if anyone comes here and gets a chocolate malted, be careful. It's like a Nesquik where you take it 2 sips and you're done with it. This is like, look at this, 2 sips and I'm quarter of the way done. This is dangerous in a good way. I'm drinking this way too fast. I need to save some of this for Washington Square Park. Let's go.
Many of New York's workforce and students at NYU go and take their lunch break at Washington Square Park. This is just a relaxing break from the hustle and bustle of your day. Walk through the iconic arches and park yourself on a bench looking at the majestic fountain. Trust me, you'll go back to work more energized and definitely more relaxed. And while you're at it, go for a walk around the park to burn off some calories. And hey, if you're working remotely, consider working here for the day. Believe it or not, this park is equipped with Wi-Fi hotspots so you can stay connected if you wish. It's an iconic hub for local content creators, some you might even recognize.
We're here in Washington Square Park. Let's go feed some squirrels.
I'm here in the snow!
It really is quite a special place. There are also playgrounds to take the kids and plenty of space to walk your dog. So guys, you're at Washington Square Park. You're getting free entertainment. It's a really beautiful view. The least you can do is donate to these wonderful artists. They really up the game and make this park what it is, as you can feel it.
Time to go boozing in Bushwick. That's the overarching theme of the Brooklyn Beer Garden, which is a hub for creatives in the blooming Bushwick neighborhood of Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Beer Garden supports local artists through its eclectic display of paintings. Each work of art has a story to tell. Try one of the many local brews and pull up to the bar to hear incredible New York stories from immigrants to lifelong New Yorkers. Brooklyn Beer Garden follows a long tradition of brewing in Bushwick, which goes back to the early 1800s. At one point, Bushwick, Brooklyn produced 10% of all the beer sold in the United States. Kings County Brewers Collective was named New York's best brewit by Thrillist when it debuted several years ago. They make their own IPAs called KCBC's Pile of Brains. And Interborough Spirit and Ale offers both craft brews and distillates from whiskey to gin. They also throw huge parties with DJs every weekend.
There's nothing like drinking a cold beer while watching a ball game, and that's why Rachel Volcano from NY2C's On The Call has what's on tap for this week in sports.
With your NY2C Sports Update, I'm Rachel Volcano. New on NY2C.com this week, an exclusive look at Mets PA announcer Colin Cosell behind the mic at Citi Field.
Leading off for your New York Mets.
Go behind the scenes with the Mets production team and how they keep fans engaged and entertained throughout Mets games. Later this week, we visit Hunters Point to explore all the sports and recreational activities people can enjoy over the summer. Now, let's see what's on tap in New York sports this weekend. In Queens, the New York Mets host a 5-game series against the rival Atlanta Braves, including a Saturday doubleheader. Head out to the ballpark to enjoy all the action, including a Friday night blackout and bobblehead giveaway on Saturday. In Coney Island, the Brooklyn Cyclones host the Winston-Salem Dash for an exciting weekend of baseball. Friday night is fireworks night, a summer tradition like no other. And on Saturday, the Cyclones present The Night About Nothing, a tribute to the iconic television show Seinfeld. For NY2C's On The Call, I'm Rachel Volcano. Make sure to follow us on social media at NY2C and visit us at ny2c.com for all the latest sports content. We'll see you next week for another sports update.
And that's it for What's Up New York. Next week, Ben and I hit the road to find out some of the best day trips out of the city.
Join us back here on ny2c.com next Thursday. For Alicia Powers, we're Ben and James, and we'll see you next week.